He's crying enough. Come and sit down.
Where did they put this?
Oh, they left it on the table. Right. Better set, but better thingy. Okay. What's your name?
Hey, Donna.
How did you do it?
Nice to meet you.
Have you had a reading before?
I have, aye.
That's good, so you know that I'm going to speak to Spirit World. And then I'm going to use the cards to do your past, present and future with psychic energy. Now, when it comes to spirit people, is there somebody you want to hear from? I can't promise I can get them, but I'll try.
Aye.
Who?
My Nora.
Your Auntie Nora. Right, that's great. Do you understand why she wouldn't? She wanted to speak first and rather than let a man? Is your dad in spirit?
No.
No, your dad's not. There's another man in spirit here who's saying, I want to talk as well. Is there some? Do you know who that would be?
Could be
just as long as you know, as long as you know, that there's somebody else in spirit, but we'll let her come in first. Very strong character. Do you understand that? Very forceful woman. Yes. She says yes, and she's going like that. Do you understand? She would put her fist down the table like that, and I feel she's got strong arms. So if you'd get a clout from her, you'd across the room.
Yes.
And she tells me that she tried to do her hair, but she couldn't do much with it. Is that right? It was a disaster and she couldn't do anything with it. And it used to upset her, I think. Do you understand that? She'd had perms, she'd had rollers and it, nothing worked. It just did what it did. And I don't know whether it was wiring like mine and just did its own thing or whatever. But I feel that her hair was, pardon me, the problems with her hair were caused by an illness. Was she taking medication all the time? Right, and the illness was causing the problems for the hair, and it just made her angry. But she wasn't supposed to get stressed, so that just made it worse. She's also telling me something about the colour green would be important. Would you understand why green would be important? Usually when they give me that, it's either they loved green or they hated it, or it's a football team thing.
Oh, I
don't know. You don't understand the green thing? Was there an address with the name green in it?
Couldn't tell
no,
you,
well, I'll leave it with you because you maybe remember later, okay? And she's coming forward and she's showing me, she wants to say she had a living gas fire. Did she have a gas fire?
No, in the house that she was in.
But did she have one at some time?
I think she did.
And she liked it?
Every possibility.
I'm
getting back many years ago.
Know, right, what I'll do is, that sort of living dancing, look, I'm a living flame, you know, my flame, my essence lives on. Right. Because it's almost as if she was, I don't know if she didn't believe in this or not, or believed that she would come back, but she knows she can now. And it's, she should like this, you know what it is? There's a thing called the violet flame, and it's a healing flame. Right, and you concentrate on the violet flame, and it's a very healing property, and it's Saint Germain. Do you know anything about this? No. No. She's sending healing to you. Why do you need healing? Well, no, I mean, I don't mean you to tell me. You understand that you would need healing? Yes, and you need it emotionally as well as physically? Yes. Yes, and she's sending the violet flame of Saint Germain to you to heal, and that's the big guns. Right, so you understand quite how much she's saying that, I don't know if it's her legs or your legs feel very heavy when you're walking. And I feel as if they're tingling and they feel strange. Would you understand that? It's almost like MS or something like that. I've got sciatica. You've got sciatica. It's just tingling all down your legs and of course the pain. And she says, you're no for one for sitting down to the pain. She says, but my God, you had to go to your bed. Do you understand that? A few times I have. A few times it's been that bad. And she said, you're waiting in physio, is that right as well? Have you been to physio? No. You need to go then, because they can fix it. Everybody's telling me that, I'm just not been yet. I can show you the exercises, because I had to go. One exercise that will hurt you, but it will work. But certainly there's that problem. She says, you've stopped taking the painkillers, or you're trying to stop taking the painkillers, because you just feel groggy. So it must be tramadol or stronger you're on. It was amitriptyline they gave me, and I don't like the feeling they gave me. Do you know what? Nah. I find it brilliant. I've got neuropathy, and it makes me sleep at night, and I've got no pain in my feet. Which I just didn't like the way the relaxed, your bones as if like. See, it doesn't affect me that way at all, but obviously if you're not used to saying that. I don't take my other medication. So that's what she's saying, that you're trying to stand up for too much, which says, but you don't see, you think you're invincible. Do you understand that? You're superwoman. You can do anything and everything, and everybody seems to think that of you as well, but you've got to a point where right at this moment you can't. You understand that? So she says, you need to accept that you can't in this now and go and get it fixed. Aye, that's hard. And stop taking your bad temper out on everybody because you're angry with yourself, right? And she says, you slammed that food on the table last week as if you were going to hit them with it. Do you understand? You not done that? I had an argument and put the food on the table and I said, well, just eat it. Was that something she would have done?
Probably.
Right? You know, this is what you're getting. Eat it, like it, and leave it. Basically along those lines. So she's telling you that I'm giving you advice and you can do what you want with it. She says, but I'm giving you the best advice there is. She tells me she had a heart problem. Is that correct? Now,
No.
it might not mean a heart attack or a heart thing. Did she have a broken heart? Did she lose somebody that broke her heart?
Well, she lost her mum.
Her mum, and that was a very close relationship there. You're not sure? Usually if somebody goes into a meltdown and a grieving meltdown after somebody that's been in a relationship, that there was things not said that should have been said.
Right.
Would you understand she might have felt that way?
Maybe aye.
Maybe, right, well, don't know, we'll go on to something else. But she's showing me a heart or a heart problem. So is there somebody around you that's got a problem with a heart or a broken heart?
Got problems with her heart.
Right, okay. So she understands, and is that also a woman?
It is, aye.
Right. So she's given healing to her as
It's her
well?
sister.
Oh, her sister. Right, so that's why, that's good. So that's why the healing's going there as well. She says, no, she says, I know I was a healer here. In other words, she would have, I know, I'm going to explain it to her. She says, I know, I've always been a healer. She says, but I did it my way, may just face it. And she says, and I would have told you both what you were doing, acting like idiots. She says, and I was saying, you both love each other, what are you playing at? Does that make sense to you? No, but that's the thing she would have said.
Oh, she was straightly, she would have told you before, oh why.
And she has had reason to tell somebody that. And do you have a brother?
I do.
And you're either your brother or her son, she would have said that to.
Probably her son.
Right, there's something like that there. And you know, she's like everybody's grandmother. You know, because she's reminded me of Tilly there. Not that I think her name is Tilly because you told me what her name was, Nora. But it's like that way. She would have just said to you, and when I'm giving you a row, you'll kind of laugh at me. You'll just take it and then go away and laugh about it. She says, but then you'll think about it, and you're not right.
Oh why?
She says, I was born with my feet stuck to the earth.
Really?
And she says, there's no airs, and graces about me.
No, there was not.
Now she's coming forward to you specifically because see what you think.
More so now, aye.
Oh, just as you get older, aye, you do that. You don't put up with fools gladly.
No.
You mash them into the ground. Go away, back the middle way. And she says it's lovely to see you being your own woman. When you were dominated or trushed, do you understand? And she says, I wondered if you'd ever recover from that. I'm stronger for it.
Definitely.
And she says, I'm so pleased for you. But despite your honesty, there's another thing, man. Is this your partner?
Talk to him.
You don't talk to him. It's as if he's not living properly. Do you understand? And he's running himself, he's going a downward spiral. And she said, oh, it's your ex-partner and you would speak to him. She says, you still worry about him. Do you understand that?
I don't worry about him, no.
Right, okay, it's almost as if there's still something there.
Right.
You know, this feeling that if you've loved them once, there could, you know, there's still something there. And it can be hatred. Hate is so close to love, it's frightening. Recently running himself into the ground.
That wouldn't surprise me.
He can't do it. He can't do it for himself. He can't look after himself. She says, you were the best thing that ever happened to him. And people told you that. He was great while you were with him. But you couldn't put up with that either. I'm quite right.
No, he walked out on me.
He walked out on you. Well, we split up, whatever. It's a matter of that sort of thing. He walked away from the best thing in his life. And you realised how controlling he was. A long time to be able to stand on your own 2 feet.
Aye.
But by guys, you have the stopped since then.
No, totally
There's
different.
this feeling, you know, she thinks she had a lucky escape.
Everybody says that.
Lucky escape. Do you understand where that man used to go and walk and go out into the woods or into the fields? Another man in the spirit, you know how I said there was your aunt and then there's another man. And I feel that he went and walked in the woods and he walked all the time. He liked to walk. Does that make sense to you?
Aye, but he's still living.
He's still living, well this man's talking about him then. So he's connected with that man. So that could be his dad, it could be his brother, it could be something like that.
And he's 94.
Right, so it will be somebody connected with him that's in spirit.
No, he's brothers are.
You wouldn't know because he's 94. But it's what he wants to see is I'm walking beside him. There's an angel with him all the time.
Oh, that's good.
That's why he feels lonely, because they all died and left him. And he would
He's not living, he's only existing. That's
exactly what he's
That's
doing.
his exact words when we go and visit him.
And he doesn't like that. So it's to just acknowledge the fact that the spirit know a situation and they're doing something about it. So that's two interesting communications, let's say. Your Auntie Nora wants you to love life back first. See if you lie on your back, flat, with no pillow. Let's say it's this side that's the problem. And you push your heel away, flat, and push that heel away and move
too
it
sore.
down. Is it too sore? Because that's the one thing when I move it. It was agony when I had to do it, and I had to do it 5 times and then stop, and there'd been tears. And it worked. Within about a week and a half, my hip was better. It really did work.
Oh, maybe try that then.
But I had to do it, and it did hurt, and it was really sore after it. It did help it in the long run.
Right.
You need to go to the physio.
I've been told that 100 times.
And what they'll do is they'll ease it all off, and you're not taking anti-inflammatories either?
No, I just use gels. I come off on my medication.
Well, the anti-inflammatories do reduce the inflammation. It really does work. Anyway, that's enough of the interview. I am not a doctor, and I can't prescribe people, right? But I'm just saying I've been through it, and it was weeks before I could get back on my feet. Right, you give those a wee shuffle for me. See what Auntie Nora's going to do to your life here.
Oh, God.
Right. Now, immediate past. Whoops. Further past. Seems to be a lot of important things going on there. Immediate future. My goodness. Immediate future. Further future. Further's future. Right, okay, you have got a whole lot going on here. But you knew that, didn't you? There's an awful lot in the past that's happened, and a lot of it's very, very positive, right? Things have happened that may have looked like disasters, but have turned out well for you. Do you understand that?
I've got a better life now than I did
back
then.
Much better life. And you're mostly concerned, you seem to be very concerned about young people around you. Is that right?
My kids.
Your kids, right? But they're quite grown up, are they? Or are they still quite young?
No, they're all adults now.
Right, okay, now, what I'm going to do now, I've got to know that this is right before I can go on. Now, what we have here, right at this moment, you have 2 children or more?
More.
You have more. So we're talking about 2 of them to begin with, right? One is very bright, very focused.
Oh, yes.
Quite selfish in some ways. You know, they look as if they're selfish like that because they're so involved in what they do. And this person knows where they want to go in life.
Oh yes, definitely. Now
there's another one, a real wheeler and dealer, talks such a good game, you know, talk himself into all sorts of situations but he can't come up with the goods. Right? And it says there, they are both on the right track. Right? See this one that does all the talking? He's a great they call them facilitators. They get people all revved up to do things and they go on and do it, but he doesn't actually do anything. That's what he needs to do for a living. But I feel there's a positivity about his life that there hasn't been before. Do you understand that? So that's good. Now I'm going to go backwards now and I'm going to look at more recently in the past, the most recent past, and it says you've been in a crisis of faith about something, trying to make a decision or worried about crisis of faith means not knowing what to do about it, right? And this situation is about is there 2 young people who are very bright and focused? 2 of your children or 1?
I'd say 2 because
I think these are 2 different people.
Right.
Now this one in the past you're worried about, right? And you're worried because they're so sure of themselves. Make sense? No? Right, okay, I'll look at it differently because there's lots of different ways of describing this card. This person's very bright, very focused, introverted. They don't understand that.
Aye.
They're quite, I'm not saying they're quiet, but they would have a small group of friends.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. And I feel very much that it's either you that's worried about them or they have not known what to do next. Or what direction
I can take that.
I can take that. Put another one on it. Now this card says death on it, but it does not mean a death. Because he certainly didn't die, or she didn't die, whichever. It shows me that in the past there was a sudden upset in their life, right? That looked like a disaster, but it turned out to be a blessing in disguise.
Aye.
And it's the best thing that's ever happened.
Aye,
right?
I know what you're talking about there as well.
That's great. Now, I told you there was big things happening. Back here, now there is the magician. The magicians are bringing a gift in life, things that can't be touched or held or bought with money. Happiness, success, health, love, all these things, right? They might bring other things with it, but they can't be bought.
Right.
And it's upright, so it's an opportunity coming to you. So your life is better now than it used to be.
Yes.
With that, and it was to do with the home.
Well,
is it connected? Did you get a new house? Did you need somebody out the house? You know what I mean?
Is this my past?
Uh-huh.
Aye, I moved.
You moved,
Aye.
right? And it was a much better situation.
Definitely.
Right, okay. You were really confused then. I was getting really worried. I thought, how could you not understand this? Right, now, before that you were wishing and wishing and wishing. You were wishing your life away and nothing was changing. And what you needed was change, right? And the change that was coming, and it was just coming towards you, was wish come true financially, your money gets sorted out.
It did.
Right? And your security in your house gets sorted out. Everything's fallen in place for you there. We need to see what you've got to do in the future. You've got to make the most of it. And you're worrying about the years. Now that you are okay there, you can worry about other people. Because you just didn't, you couldn't even see the past, you couldn't see where you were going.
Aye.
To find anything else, right? Now, immediate future, we're talking about one of your children or somebody close to you who's stubborn and immature. They're about to come into a patch of their life where, you know, the wheel turns, the wheel of fortune turns, and they're coming out of a dark patch in their life where things were not doing too well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand that?
Aye.
And they're coming up to a zenith where the sun shines on them and everything they do.
Oh, good.
So that's good. But it tells me that they go over the score in life. You know, there's nothing like a wee bit for them. They've got to take the full mile.
Dramatic, aye.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's their biggest fault, right? Is this overdrive. But it is going to work out. And it started. Grandchild. Do you have a grandchild? No, they're not old enough. Well, this is an innocent person. Sorry, it's just something I just got to have to put the somebody who's too innocent for the world. No, well, maybe not. Right, this is reversed, so it would be somebody who would be still emotionally young. Right, you know, the one revolves around me. So let's look at it. So there's somebody around you, somebody you're disappointed in the future. About somebody's actions. We'll put the other card down and see what that gives us more. And this is all about money. Somebody wanting to borrow money from you. Right. I'm going to go through this, but again, this is a side of somebody you know. Do you have a daughter?
I do.
Is she a bit immature at times?
Yes.
Do you find that the world's got to revolve around her? She wants everything done now. Is that the way she is? Just say no if it's not.
No, not really.
Right, so I'm looking at, you've got a daughter and she's a bit immature.
Right.
We'll leave it at that. She's got loads of really good qualities. Mm-hmm. Very loving, very happy, very thoughtful, but there's times when she goes into a wee meltdown.
Oh yes.
Right, this is what we're talking about.
Right.
And it shows me that you're disappointed here in the future of this meltdown. Which is something that you shouldn't be behaving this way. You're saying, okay, why are you doing this? You know that way.
That's funny because, look, no, last night, the night before, she actually wrote on Facebook about being disappointed.
Alright.
In the family, disappointment. So I'm wondering if...
That could be what that's about.
And I wrote under it, who said you were a disappointment?
Mm-hmm. Well, this is about success in life. Would you understand that?
Well, she's applied for college.
Well, there's money coming, she's going to get bursary for it.
So she's going to get accepted?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Because the money's coming.
Oh,
so that's
I hope
good.
so.
It just took us a wee bit to find out who it was.
I hope
right.
so.
We'll move the money out of the way.
Oh.
We'll put this here. Right. Now this shows me that this is a side of you, I think. You know, you are so outgoing and full of life and so happy. You can be the life and soul of the party. People will be rolling their nails with you. You could be on stage. But there's another side to you as well. You go off the deep end and you get angry. Mm-hmm. Right. And you sometimes wish you didn't.
Aye.
Because it's what you've said. But what I would say is, there seems to be a group of people around you who feed you and you hear things, right? And then you hear so much and then you say, well, I'm going to put a stop to that. Do you see what I mean?
I'm like that,
That's what you're like. So that's what's happening here in the future. And it's almost as if people are saying, this has happened to Sam, and you're saying, right, well, I'll put a stop to it. And it is. It's because it's happening in yours. You don't know what it is. You won't have any interfering in your life. Your house is your home, and nobody, anything that's happening in there, you've got to approve of.
That's so true.
Absolutely. Right now here, now I don't know if you're with a partner or not just now, but
No.
there's not. Well, do you understand where, you've only got one daughter, haven't you?
No, I've got 3.
Right. Is there another daughter who's a wee bit immature as well?
Any of them
working right,
no.
okay. What we have here is a man or authority, and this authority is very supportive, right, and very protective. So I'm wondering if your daughter there that's going to college is going to find it hard to be college,
Right.
and she's going to need a bit of support. You need to encourage her to do it.
Right.
She's not dyslexic or anything, is she?
No.
She's just going to find it a wee bit hard to begin with, and what I can say,
Oh, good.
she's going to get the help through it, but it is going to take her time. She just time to build up her confidence, and but they're, you know, like if she says she's going to leave, it's no, they can help you, because I don't want her to go into a spiral of defeat, right? In the sense that she would think
that
she was worse.
Could actually be my other daughter.
That's why I was asking if you had another daughter.
Aye, because like she's in her 4th year of college, and there are a few times she's like, oh, I don't know why I do this, why I give
Well,
up.
that could be exactly
But I'll say to her, look, just keep going. Everybody, like our lecturers and all that, they
she's
like
wonderful.
they talk her into like, you can do it, try your best, and
well, that's
that
it. That's
be
why
her.
I wondered if there was somebody else that could be a bit immature, or I should have said maybe insecure, because that's what.
I wouldn't say she was immature.
No, she's insecure. There a bit of thing. So it's just the difference in the words.
Aye.
So that's what it's. There's so many different words you can use.
I can take that. Aye.
I thought I knew it was there somewhere.
Because the one that was in before me, that's my daughter.
Right. See nothing.
And the one that was in before that.
No, she is doing well there.
She really is.
From her card, she's going to do very, very well.
Aye.
Now the 3 cards that you've got here is an upset in a relationship, right? It might not be your relationship,
oh, that's right.
but it's also, it might not be a loving relationship. A loving relationship is also the family, right? Family, and that, it says it's a family there because that's a card of a group of people, right? It says strife, they're all arguing. Is that unusual?
Nope.
No. But it says you have to believe that it's going to be better, and they're all going to stop fighting, because you sometimes think, what's going to sort it out?
Oh, they're not that bad, Jap.
It's okay. But it's almost as if you're here, that you want them to have each other if you're not here. Not
aye.
Not that I think you're going to die. I don't. But it's almost as if you would like them to just work together better. And it shows me, and you get some peace and quiet. Yeah, that's all I can tell you from that. Is there anything that I haven't touched on, that something you want to know more about? Do you want to ask about your own life in the future?
Well, I kind of want to know, and I don't.
I know. Well, you see, the thing about tarot is, this is what will happen if you change nothing.
Right.
And you still have choice.
Right.
So you can take what's there, or you can change it. But this is what will happen if you don't change anything.
Right.
Like, okay, let's say, I don't know, if you've got a chest infection, right? And you do nothing about it, it's going to kill you eventually, because you're going to die from pneumonia. Right?
Right.
But if you go to the doctor and get the antibiotics, it's not going to kill you, so there's your life. So it's a matter of choices.
Right.
So maybe not as exactly simple as that, but you know, you have choice in it. And the situation may still be similar, but it won't be the same. You know, almost all things are recoverable. Right, oh, I've put them together the wrong way again. That's twice I've done that tonight. Yeah, it's just those cards that are the wrong way round. Right, now, so you want to know about your love life? Is that what you want to know about? Is there somebody in the future for me? That's what you need to ask.
Somebody in the future for me?
In your head, 3 times. Each time you pick a card. So you're picking a card each time.
Well, I'm counting to 3.
No, it's 3 cards. So you say, is there somebody there in the future for me? And you pick a card.
Say it out loud?
No, it's in your head. I don't really know it. You need to know it.
I'll just take that because I can anyway.
Right, and that's how that way. Now, right at this moment, you're negative city, because you don't see anything in the future for you yourself, right? So the thing is, you don't feel you can make a decision to take India or something. You don't want to be in the same situation you've been in before ever again, and your plans are your plans, right? That's what you feel, right? Okay, now let's go for the truth. Is there somebody in the future for me? I had to get rid of that out of the way. I knew it was going to happen. Next one.
Oh, another one.
I'm laughing my head off. And another one. Okay, right, okay. First of all, it has to be in your terms. Your terms or nothing.
Exactly.
And it's futile to try and change them. They're set in stone. And the relationship is there. The relationship in the future for you on your terms. One more card to see if we can find out anything about it. I can't see anything that's going to happen.
I don't want it to happen.
Well, you can say no.
I know.
And it says it's a new learning zone for you. You need to learn how to be in love again.
That is so true.
And you're going to learn through that. That's all I can tell you.
Do you know when?
Well, give me one card. I don't know when. It's not immediately.
That's all right. I like my life the way it is.
What I would say is it's beyond the card reading, which is about a year, right? Wish come true, and that could be 9 months.
It's special for me.
You never expected it. Never expected it from the call.
Well.
Stop. We'll leave you on an up note. And I'm going to the toilet.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, toilet stop, and then I'll be back. How many more have I got to do?